हेलो एवरीवन, यह जीडी बिस्ट डिक्टेशन सीरीज़ का अगला चैप्टर का डिक्टेशन है जो मैं आपको 100 वर्ड्स पर मिनट की स्पीड से देने जा रही हूँ। इससे पहले मैं एक ज़रूरी बात बता दूँ कि कुछ स्टूडेंट्स को अपना ट्रांसक्रिप्शन रीचेक करने में दिक्कतें आ रही हैं, तो मैं उन्हें बताना चाहती हूँ कि आप वीडियो को हाई रेजोल्यूशन में करके मैटर का पेजेस का स्क्रीनशॉट ले सकते हैं। मैटर के दोनों पेजेस वीडियो में एक के बाद एक इंसर्ट किया गया है। आई होप कि आगे आपको और कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगी और यह चैनल आपके लिए हेल्पफुल साबित हो रहा हो। फ्रेंड्स, आप अपना मिस्टेक्स परसेंट ज़रूर शेयर करें। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं आज का डिक्टेशन। बी रेडी। 5 seconds. Start. Sir, the resolution before us aims at abolishing individual ownership of property. It is a very reasonable proposal. The last part of the resolution seeks to provide right to employment to the people. It is a vital question on which economists of various countries expressed divergent opinions. I do not feel that simply by amending the constitution we can provide jobs to the people. For that necessary atmosphere in the country should be created. Now here in the world, whether it is a socialist country or a capitalist country, it has been possible to provide jobs to the people. Therefore, inserting the right to employment in the constitution will definitely create troubles in the country, and when that trouble will go out of our hands, my friend, the mover of the resolution may plead for the abolition of that right. Sir, the resolution says that the economic policies should be so regulated as to remove social and economic inequalities and create maximum employment opportunities in the country. It is therefore stated in the resolution that maximum employment opportunities should be created. It does not mean that we should provide jobs to everyone. Sir, the unemployment in the country is increasing at an alarming rate. So, whatever might be the thinking of the government on the proposed amendments to the Constitution, the vital question of unemployment cannot be ignored. I would urge upon the government to pay special attention to it. Sir, our labor ministry has got statistics about the unemployment in the country. We have educated unemployed, uneducated unemployed, and unemployed in urban and rural areas. Their respective figures are with the labor ministry. It should formulate an employment scheme coordinating factors like production, consumption, and employment. The scheme should be a time-bound one. It should be implemented within a period of 10 years. In this manner, we can provide jobs to large number of people, particularly to those who are willing to work. If such a scheme is formulated by the government, the discussion on the present resolution will not be necessary. Sir, an atmosphere of discipline has been created in the country after the implementation of the 20-point program. Therefore, if the government formulates an employment scheme, I believe that such a scheme will meet with success in the present disciplined atmosphere in the country. Sir, the next question comes about the enforcement of some of the directive principles which our constitution has laid down, particularly Article 45 dealing with universal primary education, Article 46 dealing with protection of weaker sections, and Article 47 safeguarding the weaker sections from being exploited because of liquor and other intoxicant drinks. That is why we must ensure prohibition. These are the directives laid down in our constitution which we have to translate into action. I have not opposed the 20-point program. The question does not arise. But I say that merely the 20-point program is not going to be adequate. You have to go ahead. Sir, since democratic socialism is the avowed objective which we propose to achieve, we have to be clear in mind as to what that socialism means. We think that socialism means the pay packet which a person carries to his home and to his family at the end of the week. The fatness and the bulk of that pay packet depends on how many days in a week he is allowed to work. To that extent, it is the endeavor and the cherished desire of everybody that when a worker goes to work in farm or field or factory, he should not be turned back in distress. We have not conceived of a society, and the fathers of this nation, or the present rulers, or the prime minister, or the leader of the party have not dreamt of a society in which anybody should be starving or should go to bed with hungry stomach. In fact, the entire fabric and the entire structure that we have envisaged and the entire tone of the administration is to see that the working sections of our society, our toiling millions, our workmen, our agricultural labor, our industrial labor, our workers in fields, factories, and shops, and our workers in the little street corners or wherever they may have a chance to work. In fact, to that extent, we have created the credit institutions. To that extent, even when the big business came in the way, we said that we will take over the credit institutions. It was no desire of ours to crush any monopolist or any capitalist in this country because we do not believe in violence. Non violence is our creed, non violence is our means, and non violence is our objective. But the idea was that even if we desire that a person should have work, how does that person achieve the task? He has no capital, he has no means to start an industry, he has no means to open a shop, he has no means to carry on any business. Even if he is a small vendor, he needs small capital. Therefore, to that extent, we nationalized the credit institutions so that credit may be available, so that by and large, whoever cannot get a government job or employment anywhere by way of service, may be self-employed, may employ himself, and the state would provide the means on easy installments. Sir, another step we have taken is to remove the bonded labor. Somebody gave his forefather 30 or 40 rupees, and this man has been deprived of the liberty to choose his living. He should not be deprived of his liberty because of his forefathers, or he, in his indiscretion, or in a moment when he felt that he was not able to bargain, incurred the loan. The debt has crumbled his capacities. Therefore, to that extent, we removed the bonded labor and freed him and gave him the liberty to choose his master accordingly.